All right, so we'll start over here with the 3017 chlorine analyzers. What we're going to want to do is make sure that these reagents are changed and fresh every month. It sounds like this equipment's not going to be running except during storm, high flows. So I don't know, I guess you guys could also, you know, play that by ear and then put fresh reagents in when you know that we're going to be running the analyzer.
Okay.
It should just probably be shut down like it is right now, because we don't have any water to sample. So
prior to a storm event coming in and actually...
At least make sure the reagents are fresh, and if they're not, make sure, you know, you get some.
So probably demonstrate how you get to running versus, I think you called it standby mode.
Yeah, but there's a startup. So you got
your
modes,
status.
a bunch of modes. You got
Yep.
shut down, standby, prime,
And run.
calibrate, rinse.
Yep.
And there's also a startup. So you just key down, arrow to startup. And it'll go through a startup sequence. You just hear it will start, the pump will start.
And that's because it was shut down, right? So it's going to prime itself. It's going to go through, like Barry said, it's going to go through its routine to get ready to go online.
So prior to a rain event, come out and do that, and then afterwards go back into...
Yeah, and I would just make sure you
shutdown.
got clean reagents.
Yep, fresh reagents.
How long do the reagents last for?
1 month.
Yeah, 1 month. And like we were talking, you know, these instruments are typically running and you use the reagents up before that time expires. But in this case, because it's storm water only and, you know, it's intermittent use, then
So-
yeah, you're gonna have to keep an eye on that.
So
Make
what
sure
do
you
we
got
do-
fresh
So-
reagents.
What do we do when it's not running?
We'll go back to the shutdown. We'll have Barry shut it down here in a
Yep.
minute. One thing I was going to point out on the bottles, it has an expiration date. So for example, this is 1/30 of 30 on the expiration date. Then they wrote on the bottle date opened as 5/16 of 25. And that's where they're saying you got 30 days once you've opened the bottle and they mix something else in there.
Right, mix your reagents, get them.
Yeah. So basically, you can have these bottles on the shelf, but once you mix them, you've got the 1 month that they're going to be good. So in the summer months, you're probably just going to change it every month. But then you can probably most of the winter let it sit, and then you're going to come in and do that new bottle at that point. I don't know, Barry, if you want to show how to shut it back down when they're done.
Yeah, just arrow.
Just hit the arrow
Just arrow
to
it.
this. You still in startup right now in the bottom here. Right now.
So it's saying run, calibrate,
Rinse.
rinse.
Yep.
shut
Shut
down.
down.
Now he's
Hit
on
enter.
shutdown and hit
Hit
enter.
enter.
And that's-
So now it's on shutdown. So you'll have that for both these analyzers.
And then this, we're gonna wanna make sure that that's unplugged. There is no power switch on it when we're not using it.
So this is on the sulfite meter.
Yep.
And what do we do to get that started?
You just plug it in.
Yep,
it'll
just
start,
power it.
It starts pumping.
Yep, just power it up.
This is the sensor. So, just wanna, you don't have flow, so should be pumping up through here if you had flow. This is the sensor for to resulfite. It comes over, reads over here.
So you have the two valves over here, right, Barry, that they can go
Yeah.
between changing.
Is there any routine maintenance we should be doing for that?
I'd have to look at the manual. I don't believe there is. There's also a reagent here that's mixed up.
How often do we have to swap out that reagent?
I wouldn't think very often. It's a gallon jug. It's basically sulfuric.
Yeah, that's not gonna go bad like
Go
the
bad.
reagents for the chlorine analyzer. These have a very short.
Is there any procedure as far as flushing that after they're done running? Like I see you got NPW water you can run.
Yeah, I mean, we could consult the manuals on that and see
Probably
if they recommend
flush.
flush. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea. But we can look at
when they're
manuals.
done before shutting down for a while.
Yeah.
While we wait on that, what are some of the most common problems with the CL17 from YSI?
None really that I know of, you know. And typically, most of these newer instruments like these, you know, most of your factory default settings are going to work for almost every application. So they're pretty user-friendly to use, and I wouldn't expect you're going to have much trouble with them.
Okay. Can we go over the probes behind us and removing them and cleaning them?
Yes. See over here are the controllers for the pH and the turbidity.
Okay.
And we've got nuts that we loosen to take them out of the process piping.
We discussed going and putting labels like someone wrote pH here. We're going to grab the labeler and put pH, turbidity by those labels so you guys know which one's which easier.
So the probe comes out. Unscrew the protector. And I would recommend, you know, we did this morning, wiping these. Now these sensors, again, if the process piping is not going to remain wet, we're going to have to store these wet. pH probes need to be wetted
All the time.
all the time.
Okay. And how often should we be doing that?
You may get some notification on the controller if it's having a problem. There are some maintenance items that'll come up on the controller. Again, due to the circumstances, you know, if this has been sitting idle, I would clean before you're going to get a rain event, so you're ready to go. Same thing on the turbidity. These just need to be, if I can get it out. I got it.
Sorry.
These do have ultrasonic cleaning on them, which helps keep them clean. So they are relatively maintenance free.
And do those need to be in solution?
But I would, no, these do not need to be stored wet. And, you know, again, you might want to periodically just clean them, wipe them.
Is there any issue with them being stored wet?
No,
No.
no.
So another thing that's important, there's a orientation that has to be right. There's an arrow embossed in here, but we've marked these here. So that has to be on the bottom.
Has to be in line with the channel?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Okay.
If it was dirty, would you suggest like Kim wipe and DI water to clean it?
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Same as the pH probe. You gotta make sure these are pretty tight.
Probably also a good idea once you guys start running things through here to come in here and look in case something needs hand tightened. Because I know during first startup last year, there were a number of things were leaking and Barry just came in and gave them another tight turn. So because you have done maintenance, you know, pulling them out and checking on them, probably just a good idea to come in here anytime you start up
Check
and
for
run
leaks.
this building, come in here and look for leaks.
Yep,
and-
leak check. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anything else you guys want to add to this video?
No, I guess other than I would, like I said, if it's been sitting, I would do a calibration for sure on the pH probe.
Okay.
Or when you know that it's going to go back in service. So,
All right. Thank you guys.
all right.
Yep.
Any questions, anybody? Questions? No? All right, great.